How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a Singaporean Life. I'm your host Jiala, and for today's video we will be looking at a day in the life of essential worker, aka me, because I am an essential worker. I still have to go to work during this CB period and I do not get the luxury of working from home. So this is what my daily day-to-day life looks like. Okay, so this is me just waking up and then having my breakfast. So breakfast consisted of pandan cake and some pizza, which is left over from last night's dinner, homemade pizza mind you. And what I usually do is I will check my phone and reply to YouTube comments in the morning while I'm having my breakfast, and catch up on all my other social media, and of course my game stuff that I missed out on while I was asleep. So right here, after I finish my breakfast, I have to go in and take a shower and get ready for work. So it's about 7 a.m. right now, about 7:15 a.m. and after I'm out of the shower, everything ready to leave the house, it's about 7:25 to 7:30 a.m. in the morning, right? So of course during this period you can't leave your house without a mask. So having a mask with you at all times is very important. And I actually work in one of the larger banks inside of Singapore. Those who know what it is will know, those who don't, then well, you won't know. Alright, so this is me heading down towards the ground floor, and right here there was supposed to be me talking, but the audio quality was so bad. One thing is because my voice is sort of muffled by the mask, and another thing is I believe it was pretty noisy with all the cars speeding around, so I decided to just do a voiceover for the entire video instead. So formal attire, because you're working in a bank, I mean we do have dress down Fridays, which are more casual. And the my company actually chartered buses for us at different locations depending on where you live. So there just happens to be a bus chartered for me at Toa Payoh MRT station, and I have to walk about one station's worth of distance there. I can't just take the MRT there, and it's only one stop away, but you know, why not save some money and of course do a little morning workout, right? So I decide to just walk the one MRT distance every single morning because the weather isn't too terribly hot either, and it takes me about half an hour from my house all the way to work. So the bus ride, it's about 20 minutes from Toa Payoh MRT all the way to my workplace, and the time that I take to walk from my house to Toa Payoh MRT is around 10 minutes, and I'll consider myself a pretty brisk walker. So on the bus, obviously I like to play my favorite mobile game right now, which is Rise of Kingdoms. Okay, and here we have just arrived at my workplace. Okay, so unfortunately I can't show you what goes on inside, and I can't film inside either, because working in a bank, you're dealing with a lot of sensitive information. So yeah, unfortunately I am not able to film inside the workplace, and we'll just skip right to when I end work. Okay, so lunch is just a very basic Western meal. You have your pasta usually, and then they'll give you a protein and some vegetables at the side. Alright, so the meal for me is free right now during this CB period, provided by the company, and we usually get 4 choices. Usually one is halal, one is vegetarian, you have a Western choice, and you have a Chinese choice. Alright, so back home now, it's around 7 p.m. when I reach home. I knock off work at around 6 p.m. okay, so taking off my shoes and my socks, and then heading into shower right before I come out for dinner. And today's dinner is a very amazing herbal chicken prepared by my dad, which you guys will see in a moment. Alright, so there it is, and of course accompanying it I have some fishball soup with some glass noodles as well. And of course, as with any other Asian family, you will have white rice to go with all of your meals. Alright, so it is actually pretty hot, so he was trying to get the wrapper open right here, as you guys can see. Really delicious, really tender, and really well marinated. So he actually got this sauce marinade from a shop in Chinatown, you know, one of those shops at the roadside, those kind of provision shops, yep, that specializes in selling these sort of stuff. So really good, and I highly recommend it for any of you guys who are wanting to try. And another tip is cut up your chicken into small pieces, so you get more marinade over the meat, and also it helps the meat to cook more evenly. So right after dinner, I watch a little bit of TV for about half an hour until 8 p.m. Have some nice yakult and usually fruits along with it. And after dinner, what I do is basically I just head into my room until nap until it's time for bed. And for me, the first hour usually I spend first 1 to 2 hours I usually spend it watching YouTube videos and of course editing videos and recording videos for my 2 other channels. So for those of you guys who do not know, I actually run 2 other channels, namely Korriban Gaming and Korriban ROK. If you guys play any AE games, those are favorites among 90s kids, you guys can check out Korriban Gaming. And if you guys like to watch Rise of Kingdoms or like to play Rise of Kingdoms on mobile, then you can check me out on Korriban ROK. Right, so here is me just editing some videos as per usual. This was a ROK video that I just recorded right before I started recording this one, and right now I am editing the ROK video. Okay, so after all the video editing, then I will usually go and play a bit of my own games, usually AE games or Call of Duty, which I actually play on the desktop rather than on mobile. Okay, so it's usually just a solo game with myself for about 1 to 2 hours, you know, have a bit of fun, relax, and then afterwards I will usually get on a call with some friends and play some other games. And right now I am actually playing GTA Online, which you guys will see in a moment. And GTA Online, it was recently just released for free on the Epic Game Store. So if you guys haven't gotten it already, then highly advise you guys to go and get it. It used to be a AAA title. It is still a very good game now, and it's actually my first time playing the game. And another thing that I'd like to share with you guys is that I actually managed to win the freaking car on the casino spin. I've been playing the game for about a little over a week, and I never expected myself to get that lucky, so that was really good. But here is some footage of me playing a little bit of Call of Duty before I transition into the GTA Online game with my friends. And of course, as with any good team, you want to use Discord. Discord is probably the best for those basic people who like to use Zoom and house party. Yeah, come on, gamers don't use that kind of crap. We all know Discord is where the money is at. Okay, so not sure if you guys can see it here, but here are some sick COD skills by myself. And throughout the video, you'll probably see me yawning a few times because it's pretty tiring, and I totally blame that on myself because I wake up at 7 a.m. every day and I go to bed at around 1 a.m. Usually I try not to sleep that late, but you know, gamer's life. So yeah, and most of the time I will go to bed by like 2 a.m. even though I tell myself 1 a.m. I will stop at 1 a.m. and go to bed, but usually it drags on till about 2 a.m. and the vicious cycle repeats. So 5 hours of sleep each day, and that is basically how I spend my nighttime. Alright guys, so it's actually a different day, that's why you're seeing me in a different colored shirt, and it's because I completely forgot to film the last part. But yeah, so at the end of the day, right before I go to bed, what I do is just pick out a shirt and then a pair of pants from my cupboard, which is full of t-shirts, because you know, comfort is king right here in the sunny island that is Singapore. And I just put it on the chair right here, and you know, I just go to bed. So yeah, and that basically concludes my day. And this happens like every day from Monday to Friday. Like I said, this is just temporary. Of course, I'm only working for 3 months, so after that I won't be this won't be my life anymore. But yeah, that's basically it. And I just put the clothes on my chair while I go to sleep on the bed. I know it's a mess right now, and like yeah, because I'm not ready for bed yet. It's only like 9 o'clock right now, almost 9 o'clock today, so I just wanted to film the outro here. So let me know down in the comments below if you are an essential worker or a frontline worker, perhaps, or just a regular worker who is working from home. I really want to know what the demographics of my audience is like, so I know what kind of content you guys would want to watch. And of course, leave some suggestions down below what other future content you like to see. And if you like to see this type of content, then be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to this channel for more of such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Jia Le. Peace out.